Hey YouTube, Estacado 5000, what's up? Here's another retro deck profile. It's called Lightsworn from Shown Jump Edison, New Jersey, 2010. So here we go. We got one Archlord Christia. This can only be summoned when you have exactly 4 fairy type monsters in your graveyard, I believe. Let me see just to be sure. So this is what the effect is. When you have exactly 4 fairy type monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. When you do, you can add 1 fairy type monster from your graveyard back to your hand. As long as this is on the field, neither player can special summon monsters. And if this card, face-up card, would be sent from the field to the graveyard, it returns to the top of the owner's deck instead. So basically, what this does is when you summon it, you get to bring back like an honest to your hand, from your graveyard to your hand, to use all over again. And it's also like a Vanity's Emptiness for both players. You can't special summon, and then if it's destroyed, it goes right back to the top of the deck. So it's a really good monster, 2800 attack, really hard to get over when your opponent can't special summon, you know what I mean? But it can easily be destroyed by Ryko, but then it can just go right back to the top of the deck. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The only things that mess that up is when it's destroyed, unless we have Dimensional Prison. No, not Dimensional Prison. Dimensional Prison is another way to get rid of her. Macrocosmos and Dimensional Fissure. That prevents it from returning, I think. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty good card, but some cards can really get rid of it. You got 2 Judgment Dragons. You could summon him when you have 4 or more Lightsworn monsters with different names in your graveyard, and at least 4 of them with different names. And when he's on the field, you could pay 1,000 to destroy all cards on the field except itself. And then at the end phase, you mill the top 4 cards of your deck and send them to the graveyard. Then you got 1 Gores. And then you got the Lightsworn monsters. You got 3 Celestia. When it's tribute summoned via Lightsworn monster, you can mill the top 4 cards of your deck, send it to the graveyard to destroy up to 2 cards in your opponent's field. You got double wolf, free wolf. When this is milled from the top of your deck to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon it immediately. It's also a good solar recharge target. You can discard this from your hand because it can't be normal summon or set, and draw 2 cards and mill 2 cards on top of your deck to the graveyard, obviously. So this is useful in some ways. You got 2 Lila. It's like a built-in Mystical Space Typhoon. You switch it to defense, destroy a card on the field, and then at end phase you mill the top 3 cards of your deck and send it to the graveyard. And you got 2 Arcus. This protects your Lightsworn from card effects. Then you got 2 Ryko. Destroy 1 card on the field when it's flipped face up, and you mill the top 3 cards in your deck, send it to the graveyard. Then you got 1 Lumina. It's like a Monster Reborn of the deck. You discard 1 card from your hand, and you can select 1 level 4 or lower Lightsworn monster and special summon it. Then at the end phase, you mill the top 3 cards in your deck and send it to the graveyard. Then you got 1 Aaron. This basically returns any monster that attacks if it's in defense position. It returns it to the deck. It says flipping it up or sending it to the graveyard. So it's a pretty good card. You got 1 Jane. He gains 300 when he attacks, obviously. Then you got 2 Honest. You discard Honest when a light monster attacks or is attacked. And that light monster gains attack points equal to the monster it's attacking or it's, again, attacked by. So it's pretty cool. You got 1 Dimensional Alchemist. Its effect is you can banish 1 card from the top of your deck, and it gains, I believe, 500 until the end phase. And when this is destroyed, you can select 1 of your removed from play monsters and return it to your hand. So it's pretty cool. Then you got Necro Gardener, Plague Spreader Zombie, Card Trooper, and then Consecrated Light. Now for the spell card, you got free Solar Recharge and Charge of the Light Brigade. This allows you to discard 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand. You can draw 2 cards and then mill the top 2 cards of your deck, send it to the graveyard. Charge allows you to search for a level 4 Lightsworn monster from your deck and add it to your hand. And then after you mill the top 3 cards of your deck and send it to the graveyard. Then you got 2 Gold Sarcophagus. This is really good when you want to get a Judgment Dragon added to your hand pretty early. After 2 turns, you can add that selected card to your hand, so it's pretty cool. You can also try to get an Archlord Christia from this. You got Foolish Burial, you got Pot of Avarice, Brain Control, Heavy Storm, and then last but not least, we got Giant True Nade and Cold Wave. Now for the trap cards, you got 2 Beckoning the Light, you got 2 Dimensional Prison, and then last but not least, Call the Haunted. So now for the extra deck, we got Chimera Tech, Fortress Dragon, we got Catastor, Magical Android, Brionac, Flame Veil Urquizus, Tempest Magician, Iron Chain Dragon, Goyle Guardian. We got Black Rose Dragon, Arcanite Magician, Stardust Dragon, Fought Ruler Archfiend, Red Dragon Archfiend, Colossal Fighter, and then Mistworm. So that's the retro deck profile. Hope you all enjoy. More videos coming soon. Later, guys.